recently I reviewed some extremely high-end, very luxury, fully hand-tied headband wigs that are amazing, but really out of the price range of most women, in my opinion. And my number one goal in everything I do when it comes to wig journey is to share something that will work for everyone. I want every woman, regardless of her means, regardless of her reason for wearing wigs, to see something that will work for her. So when I knew I was going to be reviewing those high-end pieces, I knew I needed to find a complement to that was more budget friendly. I found the wig on my head on Amazon and I purchased it. $20. I think it's $19.99 today when I looked at it. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I think it's a cute little wig that could work for anyone, depending on your reason for needing to wear a headband wig. And if you've never considered wearing one before, I will talk about the reason I discovered headband wigs and what a blessing they've been to me. Let's talk about that. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am so grateful to be part of your wig journey. I struggled so much in the very beginning, and my number one goal is to help you so that you don't struggle quite as much. I think many of us come to wigs due to hair loss. Not everybody, but for those of us who do, it's a pretty devastating time, and it's really hard, harder than we think it will be. And I always say we come kicking and screaming to wigs. So I think it's wonderful when we can find wigs that will work for our lives, not that we have to work for the wigs, if that makes sense. And headband wigs have been such a blessing. Within the first year of wig wearing, I discovered headband wigs. And my use for them was the gym. When we used to go to the gym, would be if we were going swimming or to the beach, which I didn't do a lot, but wigs are so perfect for that. Bike riding, going on hikes, just playing with kids. Headband wigs to me are essential, and everybody should be able to have a headband wig if they want to. And I think for $20, I am pleasantly surprised by how good these ones are. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, I've reviewed a lot of wigs, headband wigs in the past, and some of my favorites are actually from Amazon. They're from a company called Sapphire Wigs. I've partnered with them a lot to review their wigs. But one of the challenges with the wigs from Sapphire Wigs, they're extremely thick and very long, like this long, like 26 or 27 inches long. And there's so much hair on them that they're actually too heavy to really wear in a messy bun. So I made a compliment video showing how to shorten and thin them to make them more wearable for most women. I think there are some out there who would love the thickness and the length, but not everybody. And so I made that video, and I'll make sure both of those, a review of those, because I've made many videos on them, and that tutorial video are linked below. But let's be real. Many of us don't want to have to work that hard with our wigs, or when you're new, you're already too overwhelmed. You can't imagine now having to trim and thin and cut. And so I was really thrilled when I found these because they're pretty much ready to go. They are a little on the thick side, so this has a healthy amount of hair, but I don't think it's unreasonable. So when you purchase these wigs, you're going to get, my power is going back on. It has been going off and on all day, which is why I'm filming this here and not down in my office. I started filming in my office and the power went out. Started back up again and the power went out. So I'm going to continue. I'm not going to start over. So let's just finish this video. So when you purchase this wig, you are going to get just a plastic bag. It did come with a cap, a wig cap, and it came with a headband that I do not think is a good headband at all. Not for a wig like this. It's very light and wispy, but let's take a look. This is my own headband that I have. Let's take a look at this wig. It comes with a headband on it, which isn't my favorite, but the headband that it comes with is not going to cover this very well. So while it does come with a headband, I don't think it's really a great headband. So this is what the wig looks like with no headband on. You get this kind of plastic, like a cloth, almost like a silky feeling headband that's attached to the wig. Sapphire wigs, headband wigs, also come with these, and I'm not a huge fan of them. I just don't love the way that they feel or work. They are adjustable, but I I don't know. They're just not my favorite. So on the sapphire wigs, I cut the headband off because it doesn't go all the way around. So you don't need that headband on there for the tension. So you just cut right here along the seam with just the scissors. And then what you're left with is the part that's hanging onto your head, which is that hard front. Just a tip, because that's what works for me. You may love those headbands, and then you've got no work, but I just wanted to point that out. So inside the cap, we have a comb in the front. So if you had bio hair, you could tuck the comb in and that would give you a little security. We have combs at the ear tabs. Again, you could tuck them into your bio hair or a wig grip if you wear a wig grip with it. And then there's a comb in the back. We've got hook adjusters. So this can be adjusted to be a little bit bigger or smaller. And then the rest is closed wefted. The fibers on this piece, and so the way I do it is I just make sure that this is hooked, because otherwise I feel like the hair gets stuck in this if I'm trying to adjust it when it's on my head. So I just put this on there. I put it behind my head. Let me see here. Hold on, guys. I'm putting this on backwards. Let's do that again. So I feel so discombobulated up here. So I'm going to throw this on the back of my head. I'm going to grab the wig and I'm going to tuck it back over that, and then I'm going to flip it up. So it's not challenging to put on. I just don't love this. Now, if you wanted to keep it, but you didn't want it as thick, you could fold this up. Because this headband is not giving you any extra security, it's not holding this wig on your head at all, and you don't want to cut it off, you can fold it up like I just did. So, for $20, I think this wig is great. The fibers are thick. They're a little bit kind of thick. They're a little rough. They're like kind of a coarse, stiff. When you see how straight and sleek this is, these fibers are perfect for that. But they don't feel like a light, wispy fiber at all. So if you're familiar with like some of the major name brands like Ellen Villa, the fibers on Ellen Villa wigs tend to be a little bit lighter, a little wispier, like somebody who has finer, denser hair. This is not like that. It is a little bit thick. That said, I think if you're going to wear this with a headband, and maybe you're going to throw it in a ponytail. So let me throw that headband back on. Because I don't think I grabbed my ponytail up here, but we can still demonstrate. So you don't have to wear it down if you don't love the way the fibers look. I don't think anybody's gonna notice. I really don't. I don't think they look super fake at all. I just think they may feel a little fake, like a little bit like wig hair. But you can throw your headband on, and then you can just throw this into a ponytail. Just make sure that your headband is covering everything, and then you can wear this in a ponytail. You could throw this in a messy bun, you know, however you want to do that. You can wrap a ponytail holder all around it, like a scrunchie, to hold it up off of your head. So you can wear this in a way that people aren't going to actually see the hair that much. But for $20, I don't think this is a bad wig at all. I think it could be worn in tons of situations. You can dress it up with a dressy headband, and you don't have to worry about a lace front being ruined. You don't have to worry about the learning curve that comes with trying different wigs to find what will work for you. Just throw this on, throw a headband on, and you're out the door. I think it's worth it. I really do. I'll put some details in the description. I love headband wigs, and anytime I can find one that I think is worthy of making a video, I will do that. So I'll keep my eye out to find others. This one only comes in 4 colors. There was like an auburn, a blonde, one that kind of looked like a rose gold. It was hard to tell. And then this one, which is just a dark brown, dark brunette, nothing fancy. I'm standing in front of a big sliding glass door, so all you're seeing on me right now is natural light. I hope this helped. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hey, I was watching the video back and I realized I never talked about fit. So let's talk about fit. This piece fits more true to average, or potentially even a little smaller than average on the circumference than most of the other Amazon wigs that I've reviewed. Generally, Amazon wigs tend to run big because they're more fashion wigs versus medical wigs. And so the assumption is people will have bio hair when they're wearing them. But I have not cinched this one in at all. It's on the farthest out hook and it fits me pretty well around my 21 1/4 circumference. I don't think I would cinch it in at all. So I think it's running a little smaller than average on the circumference. I am getting a fair amount of cap up here though. Like that's a lot of extra cap. So I am just over 12 inches ear to ear and 12.5 inches front to nape. And so I think you can be a fair amount bigger than me over the top of your head, but I wouldn't recommend, I'm just showing you the adjusters on here. I wouldn't recommend if you were too much bigger than me around your circumference. Here's where I have them. I have quite a bit more room to cinch them in if I want to, but I think I may only have one spot right there to make them bigger. So 21.5 inches. If you're used to wigs being a little snug, maybe 22 inches, but I mean, there's virtually no stretch in this. It's really not stretching. And I mean, it's fitting me really well. So I don't know if I'd recommend it for bigger than 21.5 inches. I really don't. So sorry for my wig sisters who have bigger head measurements. Now, I believe this is available on Prime on Amazon, so you can try it and return it if it doesn't work for you if you have Prime, but I just wanted to share that. Sorry I missed it in the main part of the video.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.